Happy Sunday. Happy Soul Up Sunday. I wanted to jump on. I haven't been on in a couple of Sundays, #life, and pull a card, which I did. And of course, it was actually perfect for what I wanted to share about this week. I've kind of taken, I think last night I posted and stuff like that, but in the grand scheme of things, I've kind of taken a step back from social media the last few days for a couple of reasons, but I feel so good about this kind of fresh start that I've acquired for myself. And I wanted to kind of talk to you all a little bit about this card. So I'm going to read the card first, and then I'm going to tell you a story, what happened to me Friday morning and how I handled it. So the card that I pulled was find comfort in knowing that all that you're currently experiencing is a transition and transformation period that's leading you to your bliss and abundance. And then it says at the bottom, my little action, whether you want to believe it or not, life is always working for you. The sooner you stand as the victor, not the victim, the sooner you'll be happier. So a lot of y'all know that I am my friends call me positive Poppy. I am always finding the silver lining. I'm really good at it. And I've been that way pretty much my whole life. I feel that has been one of my superpowers, is being able to find the silver lining and positive thing in any situation, because I truly feel that it's there. I truly feel that when we can find the message or teaching or lesson, whatever you want to call it, in all situations, the quicker that there will be a resolution. The more that you can trust and have faith that everything is working for you, then I always feel that brings a resolution and brings stillness to any situation sooner. So I wanted to give you an example of this. So Thursday morning, I left and went to meet my Nana. Yeah, my 82-year-old Nana and my aunt at a casino. It's about an hour from our house in a different state, but we went to the casino, and it was more of me treating them to a little birthday celebration. Their birthdays were in August and September, and I wanted to treat them because they love going to this casino. And so I was like, let's go to this casino, stay the night, gamble, have fun. Well, we did that, got there, had a blast, totally had so much fun, went to sleep about 11:30, and I had to be up around 6:15-ish just to throw on some tennis shoes and head home, because Danny had to be at the fire station for this particular thing that he needed to be there for by a certain time. So the casino is an hour 15 away from my house. So I was like, I'll leave this time. I'll be home by 8:30. Then he can go down the street and be where he needs to be by 9 o'clock. Okay. So get up. My aunt and my Nana are still asleep. So I go and I just put my tennis shoes on, brush my teeth, and I'm out the door. I just took one little tote just to get, where I needed to be. Well, I go downstairs and I go outside and I walk about, 500 feet to my vehicle, okay, to my Tahoe. And it's cold. It's 35 degrees out. It's freezing. The sun is not up yet. It is still dark. I left the hotel room at 6:15. Actually, I woke up around 6 and I was laying there and I was like, oh, just need to go ahead and get up. Something was telling me to get up early, right? So I go downstairs and as I'm walking towards my car, it's probably further than 500 feet now that I'm thinking about it, I'm clicking my remote to remote start it so that by the time I get to it, it's warmed up a little bit, or the engine's warmed up, Well, nothing's working. No, my lights aren't coming on, nothing. So I'm like, what the heck? It's what's going on? Well, as I get to my vehicle, nothing's working. Thank goodness. I always see the silver. I'm always searching for okay, wow, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Well, a week ago, or a week before this, I had remembered seeing somebody post on YouTube or making a meme or something about how their car key is a keyless start. So I don't have a key to put in. It's a push start. But I remembered them showing that your key fob actually has a key in it. Well, I had no idea about that until a week before that. And I happened to remember that. And I was like, oh my gosh, my remote's dead. So I was like, oh, but I remember there's a key in this thing. So I like figured out, pulled my key out, opened my car. My car is dead. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I've never had my car die. Like, I'm not one to like leave lights on. Like, what is happening? It's freezing outside. So I'm like, okay, there's valet guys up at this hotel. So I shut my door, run, light jog, up to the valet. And I'm like, my car's dead. Please. I've got jumper cables in the back of my Tahoe because my husband had just put them back there. And because my husband, Danny, is notorious for stopping and helping people, so he wants it in all vehicles. He goes, oh, I've got this jump box. This should be fine. So I was like, sweet. So he walks back down to my car with me. He's trying to jump off my car. He gets it all connected with the jump box. The jump box is not strong enough for my Tahoe. It's just not like working. So we sit there for about 20 minutes trying to let it set, test it again, set, test it again. Nothing's working. It's like trying to turn over, but like nothing's working. Well, about 5 minutes before, I'm like, oh my gosh, what do we do? We need to get a vehicle. Danny's texting me, bless his heart. He was probably trying to sleep and I was like he was like, oh my gosh. Well, anyway, so I'm like just staying positive. I'm like, okay, we got to find a vehicle. My husband says if we can get a vehicle, we'll use the jumper cables. That should work better because we can rev engines, all the things, right? Well, he's like, you sure are positive. This is the valet guy. He goes, you sure are positive. Like, it's 35 degrees out here and you don't really have that. I had like a jogging shirt on or like a sweatshirt, but not like a heavy jacket for 35-degree weather, and leggings and tennis shoes. And he was like, you sure are positive, like this early in the morning, the sun's not even up and your car's dead. And I was like, well, this is what I said to him. I was like, we're doing all we can do. Like, I can't get frustrated with things that are out of my control. Like, we're literally doing all we can do. And he was like, that's a really good outlook. And I said, I do have somewhere to be, but I have faith that this is all going to work out. Like, my vehicle is going to start. This is a brand new vehicle. 2018, but I was like, this is a new vehicle, like new battery. Like, there's nothing wrong with this car. Something's just off. Well, as I'm sitting there in my car, I realized why my battery was dead. So when I got there to the casino the day before, I had turned my vehicle off, but I had left it in drive. So I was super grateful because I parked at a curb. So like a curb was stopping my tires, but I'm just really grateful that my car in no way jumped to this curb or did anything wild, because my car would have ended up in front of that was a creek. So I could have came out to a car that was in a creek. So I was just like thinking of all these things to be grateful for. And I was like, this is going to work out. So he actually went and got his personal car, pulled it around. I put it in park so it could be completely off. And he revved his engine, connected the jumper cable. Like, we did it. Like, it started. And I got home 5 minutes before 8:30, like going decently the speed limit. And the whole way home, I was thinking, you know what? I wonder what comes first. The gratitude for the situation or the resolution. And what I mean by that is I truly feel that me being grateful in those moments, right? Me having trust and faith that like everything is working for me. And then I started to think about, you know what? I'm a silver lining person, and I'm a teachings and a lesson and a meaning, right? So I'm sitting there going, okay, when I went to the casino, I was like, okay, I am going not to be on my phone. I'm not going to be doing stories. I'm not going to be doing anything. Like, I just need to disconnect and kind of recharge is what I told myself Thursday pulling up to that casino. And it's kind of hard to recharge in a casino because it's kind of low frequency, but I was determined not to be connected to my phone. Well, when my battery ended up being dead the next day from all that craziness and going through all that craziness, I was like, I got you, soul. Thank you, God, because that was just another symbol like, okay, your battery is dead, right? You need to recharge. Good for you. So that's what I did. And even the last couple of days, if you follow me, I'm usually on social media a lot. Well, the last couple of days, I haven't been doing as many stories. I've been like just completely not engaging a lot. I just knew that I needed to recharge. And now here comes Sunday, and I just feel so much better and so much more connected. And it's just been a really beautiful message. So when this card popped up today, I was like, perfect, because now I can tell my dead battery story and like the craziness. But I truly believe that like everything is happening for us. And the sooner that I know that when I can shift that into focus, like, okay, this really sucks, right? But what is this showing me? What is this bringing up? Number one, to heal. Number two, to show me on things, something I need to work on. You know, what is this teaching me? And I find that almost all the time, I always say, like, there's Gabby Bernstein has a new book out, Super Attractor, and I've read a couple chapters and I'm like, this is totally me. I've always felt like I'm a super attractor. I can manifest outcomes and stuff, not because I'm lucky or any of that, but because I feel that when you are in alignment with your truth, which is like things are happening for you, that the results come. They may not be the results that you want, but results come. And so I'm just so excited. I just wanted to share that with y'all and get it out there, because I really think if a lot of people tuned back into that gratitude and realized that struggles could be your guidance system. You know, I've always said struggles produce strength. Think of struggles as a guidance system. What do I need to work on? If certain things keep happening in your life, for instance, like the same problems or whatever, that's on you to evaluate and see what you can do to make a shift. Think of rejection as direction. Like, okay, that relationship didn't work out, or that job didn't work out, or that grocery trip didn't work out. That is directing you to something different, and trust that. Okay, so have that faith, have that trust, have that gratitude. And I can tell you that is one of the, like, that's my superpower, I feel like. And I know it's a lot of yours, and it could be a lot of yours, y'all's, if you tune into that and always be searching for the silver lining, always be searching for the gratitude, always be searching for the lessons and the teachings and the meanings behind things, because it's there. And I promise you, resolution comes faster when you do that. So I hope that y'all have a beautiful Sunday, and I will talk to y'all soon.